Hi everyone, my name is Irma, and I do some of these yoga tidbit videos from wherever I travel all around the world. I really enjoy kind of exploring different places and taking a moment to have a stretch in my body, relaxation, especially after being sort of on the go a lot. Today I happen to actually be in my home. I'm in Chicago on Montrose Beach, which is the north side of the city, and there's a beautiful patch here where there's a bunch of like boats that I could see out on the water, and then here's sort of where they are hanging out waiting to be chartered. So I thought what I would do today is take us through what we call in kids yoga the sailboat pose, or Trikonasana, triangle pose. So to join me for this, come to standing. And take a wide stance with your legs. To measure your stance, you can take your arms out to the side and bend at the wrist, noticing where your fingertips reach, and try to bring the outside of your feet directly underneath that. Turn your toes in slightly and the heels out, and take your hands to your hips. From here, keep your hips facing forward or in one direction. If you've got a yoga mat, have your hips facing the long side of your mat, and turn one set of toes to face out. And look down at your feet. You can make if you were to make an imaginary line from your front heel, it would touch the back inner arch of your foot. So work to keep your hips opening here. And with your hands on your hips, inhale, reach the crown of the head up and get long and tall in the spine. Keeping your hips facing the long side, simply turn your pelvis so that the tailbone starts to point down towards the back leg. Keeping the top hip reaching back. It has a tendency to want to move forward, so send it back. Press down through the ball of the front foot and let the bottom hand reach down. More than likely it's going to reach either right around or right below your knee. Keep the top hip reaching back as you inhale. Reach the top arm up, making your sail against the wind or with the wind, and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you keep a relaxation in the neck, you can keep your gaze on the horizon, or if it's okay on your neck, turn your gaze up towards your top hand. Press through the outer edge of the back foot, send the top hip back, press down through the base of the ball of the front foot, and take a few deep breaths. Ujjayi, in and out through the nose. To come out of the pose, press down into the front foot. Inhale. Come up to standing. Take your hands on your hips. Turn your toes in. The sun is starting to come down, so the colors I can see are like really gorgeous. And even out by going to the other side, taking your other toes to the other direction. In my case, it's the right toes. Open up, even out the hips, and move into the pose slowly. With any poses that are asymmetrical, you always have an opportunity to notice what's different on one side of your body than the other. You might have more flexibility or openness, or maybe more stiffness or tension. So use the asymmetrical poses to really just kind of understand the different sides of you, what's going on in different parts. Especially if one side of your body is more overused than the other, you might not be as familiar. So taking the quiet time, sending your breath, using your body to explore really gives you a lot of information about where you might be storing energy, where there's parts of the body that need like your attention or healing, or are really just like looking for some strengthening or release. So take your time in the asymmetrical poses and really just start to build an appreciation for all of the dimensions of you, because they're all great. So thank you so much for going through Trikonasana and putting up your sails to float with me. My name is Irma. You could find me on my YouTube channel, Juntas on This Earth. And also My website is www.chakratude.me. Ciao, babes.